Streets gonna always be fucked. Yeah.
Let's go out to Hollywood.
Okay, now put a Mac on the map if you won't get on. Now put a spitter on the map if you won't get on. Now put a pole on the map if you won't get on. Say put a feet on the map if you won't get on. Say put EI on the map if you won't get on. Can't put that Drew on the map if you won't get on. Say put a Mark on the map if you won't get on. I'm a
Gangsta grills, you
good looking rapper, I ain't trying to stunt.
What up, though? What's cracking, collective? I hope that everyone of every zodiac sign out there is doing well. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's pull some messages here and let's see what it is that spirit wants you to know. All right, messages for my collective. What is it that my beautiful and my handsome collective? What do they need to know? All right, you guys. So we got Avenger in reverse. Okay, so someone here is wanting to resort to violence in the name of a cause here, okay? So you have someone that's wanting to avenge something here, but they feel like they have to resort to violence to get whatever it is that they want here, okay? So tell us more. So you have an avenger in your energy. All right, tell us more. This can be someone that you travel with or someone who has been around the world. So maybe they've done things, or they have a job where they travel or something like that. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. Messages for the collective. What does the collective need to know? All right, we got damsel. So this can be a feminine here for some of y'all. This can be a woman that wants to resort to violence to get payback or something, but this is like this damsel in distress. So this is this female that act like they can't do nothing for themselves. They can't, you know, what's the word I'm trying to use? Because all women ain't, all women don't have masculine qualities here. But this is somebody just act like they can't do shit. Okay, this is just this helpless ass female that act like they have to have a man. They can't survive without a man. They can't do shit without a man here. Okay, so someone here is wanting to resort to violence. We're gonna have to clarify that. So you got this damsel in distress for some of you. This could be a female here that's wanting to resort to violence because they can't have their way with you. All right, tell us more. Messages for the collective here. What does the collective need to know? Networker. All right, for some of you, you can network. You're someone that shares information with other people, or maybe you're in a position to where you network, you talk to a lot of people, you share information. You can be on social media. So you can be a networker here. You're someone on social media, you're on some type of platform, you network, you talk, you deal with a lot of people. Let's get a couple more and let's see where this is going. Messages for my collective here. All right, we have engineer. So whoever this person is, they tend to think more logically here. They're able to design. So this is a very smart person. But the thing is, they do not tap into their emotions here. They do not tap into their feelings and emotions. So this is kind of give me like that King of Swords energy, but in reverse. Because the King of Swords is someone who you can't expect this person to talk about feelings. You can't expect them to talk about emotions. You have a hard time connecting with this King of Swords type energy, but they're very smart. Like this motherfucker smart as fuck. Okay, let's get one more, and then we're gonna see who this is that want to resort. Who the fuck is this trying to resort to some damn violence here? All right, let's get one more. Messages for my collective. Damn, hold on. For some of y'all, this situation have to be about someone that you were a rebel. Someone here feels like you're a rebel because you challenged their authority. Okay, so that means you're doing something, you're stepping outside your comfort zone, you're doing something differently than anybody in your family, anyone around you. You know what I'm saying? You're someone that you reject people, places, and things. Even people that come towards you talking about spirituality and shit, if you feel like this shit is fake, you're rejecting anyone that does not serve your inner needs. So someone here feels like they have to resort to violence because you challenge their authority. Okay, let's pull on this, y'all. Let me go get my tarot cards. What the hell is this? What the hell? So for some of you, this could have been someone that maybe at one point in time they had some type of power or control over your life. They had some type of authority. So this can be like a mother figure, father figure here. But this is someone who feel like they feel entitled or something here Tell us about this Avenger. Because we got this Avenger and we got this damsel in distress here. Tell me about this Avenger. Who is this person who wants to resort to violence in the name of a cause? Messages for my collective. I love you guys. Who is this person? Tell us about this Avenger. Who is this person want to get their lit back? That's what I'm hearing. Knight of Swords and Death. Okay. So whoever this person is, they want to get revenge. I feel like it was because you closed out a very particular cycle with this person, okay? There was some type of ending that happened. I feel like you were guided to close out a particular cycle with this. This could have been family members, could have been friends, could have been a lover. But you were guided to close out a particular cycle and go through a very powerful cleansing and change. You had to cleanse your energy from these toxic ass people that you were dealing with or a particular toxic person in your life, okay? And once you walked away from this person or this situation or whatever it was, you went through a powerful cleanse, but also change here. And this sparked some type of new beginning in your life. This is a end of a very particular cycle for you, okay? So this person is mad. Yeah, you challenged their authority because this person felt like they was going to keep your ass stuck. This person thought they always was going to have some type of power or control over you in your life, and spirit's like, bitch, I'm the only motherfucker that has power and control this motherfucker, okay? This is someone who I feel like you started to be in this Knight of Swords energy. You know, you received some type of information about this person that shocked you. For some of you, you were led to walk away from someone because you knew that they could cause you some type of harm or danger. They wanted to. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. This person, you felt that either you were shown this, you had a dream about this shit, but something was shown to you about a particular person, and you knew if this person had the opportunity to cause you some type of harm or danger, they would. And that's why you were guided to walk away from this person. You spend a lot of time in your head because you couldn't believe this shit because you received some information about this motherfucker that shocked you. But what you received was the motherfucking truth. Okay, for some of you, the spirit sent somebody to tell you this information, or I feel like there was a download, something that you received to let you know that you need to go on and close out this cycle with this motherfucker before you get left up shit creek without a paddle. Okay. We got Scorpio and Libra. So tell us about this damsel in distress. Messages for my collective. Who is this damsel in distress? This could have been how this person viewed you guys. Like you were helpless. Yeah. This is how this person viewed you. And for some of you, you were the one who was in this energy. For a lot of you, you were in, this is for my women, I'm guessing, okay? You were in this energy of acting helpless. You couldn't do shit for yourself, but you had to reflect on your life. You had to reflect on this shit, and you had to ask yourself, where the fuck was you getting yourself being in this energy? You know what I'm saying? Investing your time in people who really didn't mean you well. These people may have been provided for you. They may have been paying bills or helping you financially, but it was like you were seduced by a romantic illusion. Yeah. For some of you, if you were not in this damsel of distress energy, you were dealing with a particular female here that tried to seduce you with a romantic illusion here. Okay, so it was like things that this person was doing to you, sexually here. Like you may have felt it was romantic, or this person really wanted to be with you, or this was going to be a healthy relationship, but it wasn't. And you had to reflect on it. For some of y'all, you spent money on this motherfucker. And that's what you started thinking about. Like you started to notice a pattern, or this person only reach out to you when they wanted something. You wouldn't hear from them. You'd be reaching out to them, calling them like, hey, what's up? I was just hollering at you, seeing what's good. You were putting in the effort and shit, trying to plant a seed, seeing what was gonna take place between you and this person. But it was like as you were sitting back watching, you ain't like what the fuck you were seeing. This person will come to you, oh, I can't do this. Can you help me do that, baby? They'll come to you, want you to do this and do that, but then it's like when you reach out to them, just want to spend a little time, just want to kick it with them and shit like that, this motherfucker ghosting you, they ignoring you and all that type of shit. And so you have to reflect on this shit because, like I said, you were spending money. For some of y'all, you were spending money on this particular person that we talking about here, okay? We got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. So that can be your sign or the sign of the person that you were dealing with. So whoever this person is, whether they a male or a female here. Someone here feels like they got to resort to violence. They got to get their lid back. Somebody wants their lid back because they feel like you challenge their authority. And they like the audacity of your motherfucking ass to feel like you got the power to challenge their motherfucking authority here, okay? So we got heavy Scorpio, Leo, and Virgo. Heavy Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces. Heavy Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn. Pisces, Capricorn, Leo, and Gemini. All right, you guys, I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.